Let me get a few things set up here. Okay, all right, I think this is good. Let's check. All right, let's get going.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. I still feel your touch in my dreams. Forgive me my weakness, but I don't know why. Without you, it's hard to survive. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat still? I need you, want you in my life. Your arms are my castle, your heart is my sky. They wipe away tears that I cry. The good and the bad times we've been through before. You make me rise when I fall. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
Okay. Hello, guys. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, today I'm just gonna be jamming out to a couple of dancey song items, just chilling, something a little bit energetic for tonight. So hope you all enjoy. Um, let's see. Spencer's question: how do you have this consistency? A lot of practice, and of course, thank you guys for enjoying it. Yeah, actually, jump roping is pretty good with it. You could time it on each hit. So this is very rhythmic exercise, and as you can see, it's a good workout. So the next song I have is it's by J Lo. It's called "On the Floor." I think it's featuring Pitbull, if I'm correct. But here we go. I don't box, just a speed bag specialist there, Matthew. So Okay, yeah, a couple of little experimental techniques in there. um, I should box my hand speed. uh, yeah, so I did take a little bit of boxing, less than a year's worth of like fitness classes and stuff, and I'm honestly still quite rubbish at it. But I mean, I know the fundamentals, you know, your basic hits, some of your footwork and stuff, but nothing spectacular. Did I build this speedback setup? Yes, I built this with my neighbor. I pretty much riffed off of a design that one of our other speedbaggers used, and then I tried to take the basics of his design to make this. Then my neighbor caught me in the middle of it, saw that my woodworking was absolutely terrible, and then well, here's the result. So, um, yeah, if you had I known this earlier when I started, I think I would have probably done some more research and stuff to make this. This still has a lot of issues as far as vibration, but I mean, it's better than what I was originally going to make. Hello, Colin. Yeah, Colin with the 000. Next one's going to be a classic Maroon 5. Maroon 5. You'll know the song if you hear it. We'll do that one next. we'll do that one next. Hello, Vodan. Hello, guys. Yeah. I think this one's also a little bit of a classic one. This is by Far East Movement. It's called Like a G6. Hello, Dr. Video. I see a lot of your comments too. Appreciate you coming out.
Popping bottles in the ice, like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard, sipping scissor, ride like 3-6. You don't feel it so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Don't feel it so fly, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6.
Okay. Let's see. Question by Vodone. Yes, I do take requests. Now, can I do those requests solidly? Probably not, because that will, if I've never heard the song, it'll probably be a first take, but I can try it. And we'll see if it works out. Usually, if it's not as, perfect as it is, there's still something interesting to be heard about it. But yeah, don't be shy. If you guys have any song requests, I'll see what I can do. Let's see. Deadmau 5, Monophobia, Red Like Roses. How about I do the Monophobia first, and then I'd see if I can do Red Like Roses. How about that? Deadmau 5, monophobia. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get the music. Never heard this one, but let's try it, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Inside my head, there's a little place left for you. What do you know? What do you know? And all I want is to find out what you're going through. What do I know? Maybe the silence is dangerous.
So, yeah, that was Monophobia by Deadmau5. I hopefully you found that acceptable. Monumental favorite song ever asked here performance. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, house music and like dance music I find is a usually pretty good compatibility with Speedbag. It's very energetic, and also you can hear the bass drum pretty solidly too. So in the worst case scenario, you can always just time your basic hits with the bass drums hit. Let's see. I think in the queue I've got Okaome's Red Like Roses. Red Like Roses. Yeah, Red Like Roses. 1 second. Anyways, yeah, that's a pretty hard one. Um, yeah, I'll need. Sorry. Yeah, that was a pretty challenging one. I was thrown off a lot of it, but yeah, thank you for the recommendation. That was a nice little interesting brain tickler to do. Um, Sneak Man by Hideki. I can try. This is good. I'm getting exposed to a lot of different songs I've never heard before. So this is a nice little experimental little musical recipe we got going on here. Doctor Video, Sneak Man Hideki. One second. Oh, that's kind of funky. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, thank you for that song recommendation, Doctor. That was very spicy video. Very spicy video. Oh goodness, yeah, that one's a very fast song. But luckily, there's also a nice silver lining to it. You'll notice that the bag I'm using today is just a tad bit smaller than what I'm normally using. So, yeah, thank you. Catching up on messages a little bit. Yeah, I agree with you, Calix and Okume. Song's groove is very nice. And yeah, thanks for enjoying that. Yeah, it is incredibly fast. Jet Grind Radio? Okay, thank you. Yeah, the hopes and dreams kind of slipped in a little bit. So, let me give a little bit of a preface here. This is the bag that I normally use in most of my videos. This is a 6-inch diameter by a 8-inch length speed bag. Usually this is the most comfortable one that I use as default for recording most of my videos. As far as my own personal style and execution of doing these speed bag covers, I usually try to emphasize more of like the speed, or sorry, the control and the flow, and then eventually the speed. This 5x7 bag, which is an inch shorter in both dimensions, so it's 1 inch shorter on the diameter, 1 inch shorter on the length. This means that this can go, it has higher max speeds, but also because of the decreased target size, a little harder for me to hit. So I really have to kind of gear in and focus. But yeah, luckily, it's good for me to kind of test out the small bag too. It's a good way to spice things up. If you're feeling a little stagnant, switch out bags. Do something a little faster, do something a little slower. Okume's question, how much does swivel change things? Incredibly. Incredibly so. This is a very good question. If you go to a boxing gym, there are usually two types of swivels that they carry. One is a U-bolt, which the metal part looks like a U and it swivels back and forth like this in a forward motion, right? That swivel is very sturdy and it can go forwards and backwards very quickly. But if you try to change the direction, it's a bit resistant to changing directions, such as if you're doing side like this. It's good for hitting it front and back like this. Not so good if you want to change directions. Okay. I can also say the same thing for boxing gyms. They also have what's called a chain link swivel. It looks like two chains, and then they just kind of clack together, usually in the forward and backward motion to get the bag going. The type of speed bagging that I do is called Bible style speed bagging, and the swivel that I use is Thrasher House, which means it's a ball inside, and it's like a ball bearing. Let's see. Hang on, I think I may have just the thing. Okay. So this is a little bit of an older model, but this will still illustrate my point just fine. Okay. So most of the times you see the swivel hanging like this, right? And you see this little ball in here, and then this is where I mount, bring that just a little closer. So this is the little ball here. I usually hang the the speed bag loop into here and then let it hang and hit. But if you take a look at the inside of it, this is like a kind of like a ball that freely swivels around and also pops out too. So you can replace these guys. Just in case these wear down, you can change them out. And this is a little bit of an older model. This is made out of, I think, polymer. So, and then this one's made out of stainless steel. So this one is a little bit sturdier and, you know, a bit more sleek. But this one's also very nice. Yes. When are we gonna speed bag Hero? I don't know. I figure that's gonna be a bit of a headache for the arcade people to design that up. Yeah, so if you get a U-bolt or a chain link, It's a decent swivel if you want to straight do just like boxing style. If you want to just hit the speed bag going forwards and backwards. But if you want to do what I do and like be able to change directions and be able to use elbows and stuff, I highly recommend you get one of these, especially ones that have that can rotate in all directions. Because the bad thing about the chain link and the U-bolt styles is that they're very resistant to changing direction. Yeah. What is the ballpark price for getting into speedback? Dr. Video's question. If you want to be able to do it to music. So, ballpark price. Ballpark price. So I'm assuming you're talking about a bare minimum for getting into it. Okay. Swivel, I would say a decent swivel, budget level swivel will probably run you about 40 bucks here. Decent speed bag. There's also another speed bag that runs for about $30 to $40. So $30 to $40 for just a budget speed bag, right? Usually $40 to $60 on average for just like an entry level swivel. So that's already like 40 to 60 plus 30 to 40, right? So sub 100, right? But then the platform that you can get. So there are two types of platforms you can get. The most common one is the one that you mount against the wall. There's like studs in the wall and then you like drill it in and make it secure. Those can run you anywhere between sub 100 to about 250. Yeah. So if you wanted to get just all the gear together, just basic entry level, let's see, 100 for the platform, 40 for this ish, and then about 40 for that. You're looking at around the $200 range to get into this. Yeah, about 200. I mean, if you include tax, and it's most definitely 200 at the minimum too. And then shipping's a whole nother thing too. You know. But here's the one thing I want to recommend about speed bagging, all right? If you do want to get into this, I would highly recommend you ask yourself what style of speed bag you want to do. If you want to do just strictly boxing style and you just want to hit it forwards and backwards, then that's going to be much cheaper because, you know, at that point, you're just looking for a bag that's durable, can handle some pretty, you know, strong punches, doesn't need a lot of finesse. It just needs to go forward and backward. You could probably cheap out on the bag. Same thing with the swivel. If you want to do just boxing style, get yourself a U-bolt or a chain link, because that'll accomplish just what you need, forwards and backwards boxing training, right? And then the platform, you want to go with a wall mount for boxing style, because if you're going to be hitting it really hard for boxing, then you want to be able to have a lot of that vibration be absorbed into the frame of the wall. So yeah, good question. Good question. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about gear and stuff. You know, if you guys are curious about this, want to know how to dip your feet into it, feel free to ask. Yes, I do take song recommendations there. Nate, what is a 3 Nil cover Halloween song? Probably yes to both of those. Don't know which order. Let's see. Tiny Tim, what would you say, if you don't mind, what would you say is the best way to get your heart into shape for boxing? Lungs too. Heart into shape. So cardio, right? You want to be able to keep some stamina up for going through. You're gonna have to do road work. You're gonna have to learn how to jog, run, and then if you want to train up your lungs for like sprints, kind of what I'm doing, jump rope is very good because you have the added benefits of moving your entire body. You're skipping up and down, but your entire body's in motion. So that's a very efficient exercise. I think Bruce Lee said about 10 minutes of jump roping is worth about 30 minutes of light jogging. So highly recommend jump roping. And plus it's kind of fun to increase your skill at it. As you get better at it, you can do some crazier tricks with it. Thank you, Adam. Huge respect. Let's see if we can do a Halloween song first. Yes, yes, yes. Halloween song. 1 second. Hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad at me. This is Michael Jackson's Thriller. Yeah. Oh, I forget. This is the music video version. uh, yeah, let's do spooky skeleton, I think. Yes. Sorry, spooky scary skeletons. Yeah. Yeah, Stinko mentioned some good points. Interval sprinting is good. Yeah, sprinting is good. You definitely want to mix in not only like your long distance steady jogging, you also want to throw in some interval sprints because then that'll help you to maintain different levels of energy just for like sustainment and then for like bursts. It's good to yeah. Yeah, if this gets DMCA, so be it. It's fine. The stream can get taken down. It's okay. Yeah, usually most of my covers I do anyways is demonetized. So if this gets DMCA and taken down, that's fine. I'll take the hit on that. 3-0, and then very impressive. It is a lot of fun. Yeah, it is definitely a lot of fun. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of covers I do. This is pretty much like my practice session, so you guys get to see a lot of mistakes that I naturally make during the process of it. The videos I upload are a little bit more of a polished version or like the culmination of all my practices, but here you guys kind of get to see the process a little bit raw. So Shekinah by Saving Grace. In a sec, yeah, chop suey. Yeah. Thank you. A's gaze. I just do speed bagging. I don't do boxing. My first name, you can call me David. David or Bard, but either is fine. Let's see. Let's do some spooky skeletons here real quick. Let me find it. Okay, so that version seems a little slower than the one I know. Yeah, that version seems a little slower, I know. Good night, Okome. There's gotta be a sped up version of this. I know that that's the version I listen to much more. 1 second here. 1 second. There's gotta be a faster version of this. Yeah, I think it's it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the faster version that I'm much more familiar with. Sorry, Adam, I saw your question. What do I usually do as far as my content and future creations? So, primarily, my form of content is about 95% video uploads. And I usually try to upload videos at least once a week minimum. Sometimes I hit a good spurt in terms of like I'm feeling very productive or I just got the juices flowing creatively. And there are some, I think a week or two ago, I was pretty much uploading almost every day. That is a rarity though, just to temper your expectations. So really, you'll probably see at least one video from me every week. I want to do something that's a little bit fun, but I also want to do something that's a little bit sustainable. And lives are honestly going to be a bit of a random thing for me. I don't have a designated schedule that can support, scheduled streaming. So these are just going to be more of a guerrilla live stream. Like, hey guys, I have some time. Let's chill and jam to music for a little bit. But it's not going to be a standard Monday through Friday schedule thing, unfortunately. Shorts. I'm not too hot on shorts because I'm not very good at video editing. I mean, I know shorts are very good in terms of like algorithm engagement and stuff, but my main bread and butter is the long shape videos. So that's kind of what I'm prioritizing on. I should do Wellerman, Evie. It's funny you mentioned that. I did kind of want to upload a video of Wellerman, but I kind of rejected it because I think it'll be faster if I just show you. But let me read the comments here real quick. Yes, have a good night, Michael. Where did I learn to do the speed bag? So there are two sources I want to recommend you to if you want to learn how to do speed bag. One, Alan Kahn. He has a book called the Speedbag Bible. He's considered the godfather of speedbag, and I've learned a lot from watching his videos on YouTube and from reading his book. The second source I would recommend is to go to YouTube and follow a guy named Jeff Thrasher. His handle is Speedbag Thrasher. He has a YouTube playlist called How to Speedbag the Easy Way. That's also how I learned. I watched those videos, I practice it, watch another video, practice it, and then slowly over time, once you learn the techniques, you start to work on it in ways that flow and kind of be a good point of like self-expression. So, can I do AMVs? Depends. It depends on which song and OSTs. I'm familiar with like the old school animes like Naruto, Bleach. I know the Demon Slayer one, Garenge by Lisa. It's not fully polished, but I have hit to that before. It's not completely clean. Adam, appreciate you spending your time, giving your audience your time. Of course, of course. I realize this is quite a niche hobby, and if there's any questions that you guys have, I'd be more than happy to help you out. Because when I got into this hobby myself, I had a lot of questions too. I had a lot of things that I wanted some answers for, and luckily the speedbag community has been very gracious in giving me that knowledge. So I tried my best to pay it forward. I'm not perfect, and maybe I don't output as much tutorial videos as I should, but I mean, I do what I can. Yeah. And did I teach myself to do speedbag with music? No, I didn't teach myself. No, I learned it directly from, I learned how to hit the speedbag from Jeff Dash and Alan. And Alan Kahn has a lot of videos on YouTube. How many years did it take to be good like you are? That depends on what you define as good. So the stuff that I'm doing right now, this is about 2 years and 2 years and 4 months of work, right? But I would say if you wanted a basic understanding of how to hit to a speed bag with music, I would recommend at least 1 year. So 1 year in order to learn the basics, in order to kind of understand the at least the rudimentary techniques to do it. And then the 2 year mark is where you really start crystallizing all of that knowledge, all that practice, and that's where you can tell that the flow is like incredibly much smoother. If you go on my YouTube video channel here, after this live ends or whatever, I have videos that I've uploaded more than a year ago, and if you just take and compare with that, you can kind of see what the progression is. Honestly, I looked through some of my older videos, they're pretty basic and rough, but that's okay. My YouTube channel is meant to be more of kind of like a little walking diary of my enjoyment with speed bagging, and as it is, it's also a good chance to, in addition to capture my scuff, it's also a way to show you like what a realistic progression looks like. Do you have to keep the speed bag at a certain PSI for it to work the way you want? Colin writes. Yes, but the speed bag, the amount of PSI or pressure that you want to bag is going to be very dependent depending on what you want to use it for. Me, I want to use this bag to have enough pressure in it so that way it'll rebound correctly. But I want it soft enough to where it's responsive to my hands, because there's a lot of soft touch and sensibility that goes on whenever you're hitting the speed bag. So this one is actually inflated around 2.7 to 2.9 psi. I usually find that's a good fit for me because it's soft enough for me not to scrape up my hands, but firm enough for me to rebound off the board correctly. Because if it's too soft, it's gonna slow down and you really have to slam it. And then if it's too hard, your hands are gonna hurt. So it's a bit of a balancing act. Yes, I'll do Wellerman. Give me 1 second. Alan Kahn shows music. Jeff Thrasher primarily does normal hitting. So if you want to watch more for music, I would recommend Alan Kahn. Thank you, Drew. 1 year practicing, how often? A few times a week daily. So my schedule, when I was in that 1 year period, I practiced maybe 3-4 times a week, at least 1 hour during the 1 year mark. 3 to 4 times a week, 1 hour a piece at minimum. But if you wanted to learn, I mean, the pace at what you learn is going to be self-governed by you, because your personal schedule, your lifestyle is going to be a thing. I can't just blankly tell you, you need to sit down in the practice room in the garage and practice 1 hour every 3 to 4 days a week, or else you won't get good at the end, right? That's just kind of unrealistic for me to enforce that on you. What I would recommend is, like, even if you only have 15 solid minutes a day or every other day, make sure whatever time you put into it, you concentrate 100%. It's better to do a small chunk of really solid productive practice rather than a long chunk of terrible practice where you ingrain bad habits. Focus on just the small and useful stuff, and then slowly build those pieces up. Good night, Vodun. Thanks for stopping by. And then Through the Fire. Yes, Through the Fire and Flames was done in one take, but that was probably my 200th or so take. It was crazy. Let me do Wellerman. I owe you Wellerman here. Okay. Yeah, Wellerman. Here, actually, this is also, see, if you're wanting to learn about progression as far as feedback, Wellerman is actually a very good one to learn, because there are some songs that are naturally suited for like beginner level stuff, and then you can scale it up like a little bit, intermediate, advanced, and like extremely advanced, right? So let me use Wellerman as an example of ways that you can hit it from a level of the beginner, and then you can scale it upwards, okay? So yeah, thank you for suggesting Wellerman. It's a very good Indian Army loves you. Thank you.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Bully of
Basic
Tea.
circle
The
punches.
wind blew up her bow, up down below my bully boy go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
A little bit more.
She had been 2 weeks from shore and down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
One more.
Before the boat had hit the water, the whale sail came up and caught her. Hands to the side, harping and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Elbows.
No will was freed, the captain's mane was not of greed, and he belonged to the Whaleman's creed. He took that ship in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the lane went slack and tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as the fair, the fight's still on, the line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Okay, so you can ignore some of the spins there because that's just really my interpretations. Okay, so yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. Let's see. Indian Army loves me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have moderators, but I probably should get those. Yeah. So yes, that Wellerman is a very nice beginner friendly song because you saw how I was thumping my chest to it like at the very beginning of the song, right? You can kind of feel that heartbeat of the song, and usually you want to time your fist to each of those little heartbeats of the song, those beats. And you can see that it's very basic, just like you just time it. It's like my motion is not very crazy, like in boxing style. It's almost controlled. Like pretend I'm holding like a little quail egg in my hand here, right? I want to hold that quail egg soft, like I want to hold it firm enough to keep the quail egg from slipping out, but I don't want to hold it too hard to where the quail egg cracks. You want to maintain just like a small level of like tension and control here, so that way you can do a lot of things. Why do I use elbows? It's fun, it's cool, it's kind of flashy, and more importantly, if you stay and just keep using your hands, like my hands are outstretched when I'm doing this, right? Ironically, when I bring my elbows in and do this stuff, this gives my hands and arms a little bit of chance to relax because I contract my arms, I bring it in, right? And then for that half or second or so, this allows me to relax my hands a little bit. It seems a little counterintuitive, but using elbows will allow you to relax your hands, because if you keep this extended out for a very long time, right? If you keep this extended out for a very long time, your shoulders and your back, and then, of course your arms are going to be very sore. So just bring your elbows down and just like, it allows you to kind of mini rest in between. Yeah, so I don't, I'm sorry, I can't read your name. I don't read that language, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I don't punch like fighting. It's more like kind of, almost kind of like patty cake, but with like, this, the childhood game, but instead of open hands, kind of like gently closed fist, like that, right? It's very, very gentle stuff. Very gentle stuff. Yes. Let me see here. What can I do? There. Okay. Can I do Bleed by Meshuggah? I have a video for that. I don't think I have enough stamina to do that in full blow right now. It's a very challenging song. I spent a lot of time to make that video. Please do check out the video, but it took a lot out of me. Thank you. Who's your man? Yes, this is a lot of sweat. It is a lot of hard work. Yes. So yeah, I'm not offended. Do you lose a lot of weight from it? With this style that I do, no. Because in boxing style, like you hit it really hard like this, right? Right? In Bible style speed bagging, it's more about control over here, right? So I'm afraid, I'm sorry, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, look at me, I'm a very chubby man, okay? There's no real way to dress it. If you do this as your sole exercise, unless you control your diet, I don't think you'll lose a lot of weight from it. But I mean, it's very healthy because this improves a lot of things that you would not find in a normal workout. It's really good for hand-eye coordination. And then if you work an office job, like this forces you to keep your hands up, and it's a little bit of a help for your posture. But yeah, I'm sorry, you're probably not gonna lose a lot of weight from this unless you like hit it really hard and in like, intervals like boxing style, unfortunately. Kuma-chan, do I play rhythm games? Yes. So I don't play them as much as I do, unfortunately. But my favorite ones back in the day were DDR and Pump It Up. I have very fond memories for those two games. And Gurren no Yumina theme. What is Gurren no Yumina? That would be amazing. Mashal theme. Hello, Jack. Yeah, and great tip on keeping it real. Yeah. Dabai. Okay. Okay, nice to meet you, Dabai. Thank you for the sub. Yes, thank you all for the comments. Good night, Gatoke Latte Meow. Yes, good night, friend. Let me see here. Gurren no Yumina. I've never heard it, but let's try it. Gurren no Yumina. 1 second. I think this is the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. pause there. Sorry, I kind of butchered that one quite a bit, huh? Yeah, so I recognize it from Attack on Titan, but I haven't really fully listened to the song. Sorry about that. Yeah. Or the Gurren song, excuse me. Um, yeah. Nice water heater. Yes, this is in my garage. Yes. Let me see. Mashal theme. Yes, Mashal is always a good one. Um, I RGB. Sorry to disappoint you. I don't do Wing Chun at all. I am a very big fan of it, especially seeing the Ip Man movies, for where Donnie Yen, does comprises the Ip Man role. Fantastic stuff. I don't do any of that. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just a dude in garage. I don't want to temper you guys' expectation. Not a pro fighter, not a martial artist. Just a dude. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. So actually, before I go on to the next song, this is actually a nice one to talk about. So when I'm doing a new song for for the first time, usually I listen to it quite a lot because otherwise I spend time under the bag and I don't know what I'm doing because I don't know which parts of the music comes out. So I usually spend a good time with the song itself just to listen to it through and through so I can kind of understand the flow and energy of it. And like as Adam was pointing out, there are some sections where I'm hitting it very fast, right? But then there are also some sections where I'm hitting it a little bit slower, like more control. All right. So you can see that, that's two different types of intensity and volume that I'm hitting it at. And not only do you want, at least for me, when I listen to a song and try to cover it, I want to match that energy and intensity best I can. If I see a song intensity is about right here, usually I want to make my speed back usually within this little gradient right here. And if it suddenly changes pace, it's a little bit more slower pace, then I want to adjust down accordingly and kind of match it as best as I can. Now, I do sometimes break that rule. There are some exceptions that I do in regards to that, just because I just want to show off, honest truth. But for the most part, I try to approach each song as if I was a guest musician and I'm just playing an extra part, but an interesting part. RGB, sorry. Do I play any other instruments? Yes, I play piano. I'm very mediocre at it, but I know a little bit of it. Hi, CW. Let's see. Mashal was mentioned, yes. That's the one where they're running around with the cream puffs and doing the little arm dance like this. Yeah, 1 second. One second. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's retry that again. Let's retry that again. Okay. Yeah, so that song I try to showcase both of the two styles of hitting, the harder stuff and then like the little bit of the softer one. So you can kind of see and appreciate the different types of variation I bring into it. Obviously the harder stuff is a bit more tiring for me. So, I mean, if you were to exclusively do this, then yes, you would probably lose a lot of sweat. But it is definitely a lot of work to get to that level. Have I considered more than one speed bag? If you're talking about hitting to more than one speed bag simultaneously, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that because the way that my platform is set up, you see this little, hold on, let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit. You see this little frame here, right? I have a similar frame that goes right about here too. And the way that my platform is set up, there's not enough space for me to put another one of these right adjacent to it. Because if I was to have a double speed bag setup, I would have this thing, but copy and paste it over to my left or right. And I can simultaneously hit both speed bags, but that's just a lot of real estate that I fortunately don't have. So probably not going to be something I'll do in the future. Sorry. Can I do nice circulation? Oh, that is a nice suggestion. Bloody Stream, also nice suggestion. Chopstick. My Plague by Slipknot. Oh, so many. Where do I hold all these songs? Where do I hold all these songs? Sorry. If I don't get to your song, I apologize. Yeah, a lot of choices here, but I'll see what I can do. Let's do Reunited Circulation. That one's a little bit more of a relaxing one. Yeah, let me run that. Hold on.
るそれだけで宙へ浮かぶふわふわるふわふわにあなたが笑っているそれだけで笑顔になる神様ありがとう運命の一つの手も僕に会えたことが幸せなのでもそうなっちゃったもうそうなっちゃう心が心配するよもっともっとそうそうなっちゃうよでもそうなっちゃった私のこと見てたねずっとずっと
I like that song quite a bit. Good recommendation. Um, yeah, so yeah. No. This is just the normal Nomogatari version of this is not Namiran's copy. Um, okay, so that is a question. Are live streams saved by default? I tried to save the live streams, but the way that the YouTube algorithm works is that sometimes, no, all the time. After I post the live stream, the YouTube content claim will run through my stream to see if there's any copyrighted songs. Usually, about 90% of the time, the algorithm identifies that I'm using songs that are demonetizable and they completely demonetize the live stream, but they keep the stream up. That's like best case scenario for me. Unfortunately, I have run into scenarios where the YouTube content claim has gone through my live stream. They found a song and then they block my live stream. So the downside of that method is unless I remove and mute that song audio within that section, my entire stream is gone, dead, kaput. So, and this process, like there's a little bit of a delay, like half a day to 2 days. So, once I close this live stream and then the magic happens, I may find that my live stream has disappeared. If I can, I'll go ahead and mute the song audio, but if it's more severe than that, then I just gotta deal with it best I can. That's one of the downsides of YouTube nowadays is that you used to be able to do all this wonky stuff, way back in the day, I imagine, but then intellectual property, I get it, artists worked really hard to make the song and they don't want, a schmuck like me just to make free money. I get it, but at the same time, it does feel a little restrictive, isn't it? But yeah, I'll try. Bay Area represent. Yeah. Comment section, believe me, yes. No, that's yeah, I do also like the small speed bags there, Supernova. They're pretty fast and you can build up a wonderful speed on them. This is the 1 a.m. content you wanted, Simbaka. Thank you. Yeah, yes, yeah. So this is all very some good stuff. Let's see. I think was a Bloody Stream Jojo. Yes, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, 1 second. Bloody Stream. Anyways, that's a bloody stream by Coda. So yeah, that's a fun one that I like to do. Unfortunately, it's not at the level where I feel comfortable uploading it because it's not perfect, but eh. Yeah. Sunbaka, workaround I've seen is do stick to video game music. It isn't enforcement as hard. Yes, that is true. I know there's a lot of video game music that can be played. That being said, I do have one caveat. I know that Nintendo is very strict about copyright. I'm sure plenty of you know Silva Gunner. I'm butchering his name, but I don't want that to happen to my channel. So I'm being very, very, very careful when I'm approaching video game music, especially with IP that's owned by Nintendo, because they're a very big corporation and I'm just one very small man. So yeah, the numbers are not stacked in my favor, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Don't quit. Well, to be fair, they're RGB. Floyd trains for boxing style. He's got footwork. He's got a lot of other boxing things. I can only do speed bag. Okay. So if you put me in the ring with Floyd, he will wipe me out in 99 out of 100 things. But if you put me and him on the speed bag, you bet your ass I'm gonna win that 1% right there. Sunbaga, how many calories do you burn on average per stream? It is a good workout. Unfortunately, I don't have the regular schedule to do these streams, but I mean, I do practice like this. I would say probably in an hour, maybe 200 to 300, just off the estimate. You never can trust those exercise watches too much sometimes because they're a little bit over aggressive and say, hey, you burned a lot, when actually, no, you only burned a little. But I can't, I mean, you can just judge from how much sweat I've got. It's a pretty good workout. Yeah. First time hearing the extended version, yes. I have jack shoulders, probably, but I mean, the rest of my stuff is a little bit chubby, so. Hey, thank you for joining in on the stream. Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you coming in. Domain expansion. I love your work. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have I tried Cool Angel's Thesis? I have not. Well, I have not tried it. That song, I probably need to do a little bit more research into that. I know it's from Evangelion, but yeah, I haven't heard of Slam Pendulum. I don't know what knee cars are, and I don't know what Mamushi is. I don't know what black knee cars are. Sorry. So yeah, there's that. Let's see what other songs I could do here. Let me pull one up on my list here. Um, where was it? Okay, I'm trying to blank here. OP1 from Vinland Saga. I don't know that song. Oh, Vinland Saga. Let's see here. I guess I could try. Try to think here. Have you done any Toby Fox like Megalovania? Yes. I've done a lot of Toby Fox. I've done Megalovania, I've done Hopes and Dreams, and I've done what's the theme where the Megaton robot changes? Goodness gracious. Dun 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 dun. I forget what that one was. But yeah, I've got plenty of those Undertale OSTs on my videos too. Please check them out. Why am I sweaty? I've been at this for an hour and 42 minutes. I don't know what Slam Pendulum is, but I'm guessing it's pretty heavy metal. I have not done Toxicity System of a Down, but there's a lot of complicated stuff there, so I'm not quite comfortable showcasing that quite yet. That goes with a lot of the metal songs I listen to. Death by Clamor. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's the one I've done. So it's interesting enough. I get a lot of requests for like metal songs, like Slipknot, Dragon Force. A lot of people ask me for Meshuggah Bleed. So the tricky thing about metal songs is like it's very spicy. There's a lot going on. The drums are going crazy. The drums are always going crazy, but they're going crazier than normal, right? And the unconscious choice that I have to make whenever I convert or at least attempt those metal songs on the Speedbag is I have to trim it down quite a bit because I don't have a lot of the tools like the drum kit has a lot of things going on, but I only have one Speedbag and I don't plan on adding cymbals or hi-hats because that's kind of cheating, right? I want to be like I really want to master this one aspect, and I mean, it's not to say that's not a bad thing. Other Speedbaggers probably could make a pseudo drum thing. I know Brian Tichy has done that. Slam is like EDM and trap. Okay. Yeah, EDM and trap. Yeah, Slam Pendulum. Let's try it. Slam Pendulum. Yeah. Slam Pendulum. Let's try it. Never heard of it, but let's give it a shot. Also, brief water break. Brief water break, okay? Hydration. Okay. Truly, I've not heard this song before, RGB, so please bear with me if it's not as good. Okay. interesting slowdown there. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was a very spicy song. Good recommendation. Yeah, definitely a first listen, but yeah, thank you for enjoying that. Whew, yeah, there's goodness. There's just be begging. Oh, yeah, it's the drum and bass portion of it that I think that's what kind of gassed me a little bit. Oh, okay. Yes, definitely put in some work on it, but it was fun. Yeah, so I do have a little bit of music knowledge. And then like at least for EDM style songs, like I don't want to mansplain it, but usually in EDM songs, there's like a basic for like the first 30 or 40 seconds, there's like the basic line, like, you know, this is kind of a bass line for the song for you to get into the groove. The next 20 or 30 seconds, like usually like a kind of a transition is gonna happen. Something drops and then everything goes crazy. And then in between, you know, the next few sections, there's like changes in energy where like stuff where they dial it back a little bit, stuff where they bring it over the top, stuff where they take out a couple instrumentals to make it a little bit more kind of vulnerable and organic. So I'm just kind of guessing. Yeah. There's a couple spots in that song where I stopped and the music like, no, we're still going. What are you doing? I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't know the song. But yeah, that's the thing with sight reading. Is like, you know, based on how the song feel is, it's kind of hard to explain. You play through enough songs to kind of get a formula for what a song in that genre should be. And then once you get to the actual song, you find out some of the exceptions for that. And then you have to kind of research and relearn that portion here. Yeah, so there are some spots where I lose rhythm per se, or at least it's kind of hard for me to find a beat. So I usually just take a break, or I count out the rhythm in my head a little bit. I usually don't do the fingers too much because it's a little distracting, but yeah, good recommendation, RGB. That was fun. That was fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. Whew. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of okay. All right. Yeah, definitely a lot of stop and go when it comes to drum and bass. But it's good. It's good though. So, yes, QDRI. Yes, I do get quite a lot of requests for Van Halen's Hot for Teacher, the epic drum intro. I know that's a very popular one. Let's just try it. I don't think I'll do the whole song because I'm not, well, let's stop complaining. Let's just try it, okay? Let's just try it. Van Halen, Hot for Teacher. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's oh dear, that's definitely a work in progress, but yeah, fun one. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. At least it was a fun one to kind of explore a little bit, but yeah, definitely not ready for a video upload quite yet. Yeah, not quite yet. Um, yeah, my arms are very crazy. Okay. All right. Well, unfortunately, guys, I'm at 9%, so I'm gonna take one last song request. I see Shep has been asking for a Mukanjo for a bit, so I will honor this and then probably close here. So, um, yeah, let's try to do Mukanjo and yeah, Mukanjo. Okay. Phew, goodness. Yeah, Shepa. Hopefully that was acceptable. Thank you, guys. Okay. All right. Really do appreciate you all joining me here. I'm gonna close the stream, but hope you guys have a good night. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Peace.